Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Friday. All right guys, it is finally the end of the week. Now this will be the last reading for today, okay? Like I said, I was gonna do 2 more readings. It was the last one I just did with my personalized deck. And then this one here, I'm gonna be using the Prism Oracle Messages and also the, what is this one again? The Sacred Symbols for Divination and Meditation, okay? Now, this may be like an energy type of read, okay? So, if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Again, this is a collective reading, so it may not be for everybody. That's okay. But I said I was going to use these 2 decks because I just feel like something's in the air. Okay, something's in the air. Something is just, you can just feel it, okay? So let's jump right into it, okay? So Spirit, what extra messages do you have for the collective when it comes to the energy right now? What does the collective need to know when it comes to this extra message for the collective with this energy for July 3rd? What does this collective need to know when it comes to this message for July 3rd? When it comes to the energy. So let's see what shows up, okay? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for July 3rd when it comes to this energy? What do they need to know when it comes to the energies around them? Ooh. Okay, we have ideation. So when it comes to like ideation, what other people may feel or how they think, or, you know, what their ideation is about a certain situation, whether this is about you or someone else or whatever, there is something about your energy. Like I said, when it comes to your ideation, you are your own person. You feel how you feel, you think how you think. It is what it is, right? And you could have some people feeling away when it comes to your energy because you're not their ideation. So if they have a certain way programmed in their mind or thinking like about you, like say you're a female and it's like, well, you're a female, you should be in the kitchen, you should be having kids, you should. Not everybody wants that. Some women do, some women don't. Okay, some men want to work and do like construction and you know, hands-on masculine stuff. Some men don't. Some people want to be musicians, some people want to be artists. So, you know what I'm saying? Like there's certain ideations that people have about people, and it's like people can be stuck in their own ways. And for some of you guys, when it comes to your ideation, you may trick a lot of people because you're not who people expect you to be, with growth at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there's something about your ideation. Your ideations could be changing, or there's someone else's energy when it comes to ideations. Yeah, death and rebirth, okay? Death and rebirth and transformations are significant. There's something about you going through some type of death and rebirth or transformation because it's your passion. You have passion for something, and that's why I said when it comes to your ideation, it's like you may not fit the status quo, okay? So you know the saying, Jack and Jill of all trades. Basically, you could be a Jack and Jill of all trades. You're multidimensional, you're multifaceted, and there's something about your energy was like you cannot be put in a box. And I hate for people that are different and unique, where it's like you can work in an office, but that doesn't mean you want to be there. You're just there. you just do what you need to do to pay the bills and get through life, right? Understandable. But it's like you can work in an office, but you can also work in retail. But then you can also work like with animals, you know what I mean? Or like with people, or you know what I mean? Like you have a different thing about you where it's like you can do a little bit of everything. And that's why it's hard to put you in a box. But for some of you guys, it's like you guys are leaving your comfort zone and stepping into your own passions. And that could be very significant for some of you as well. So yeah, peace. Whatever that it is that you're doing, like when you are stepping into your passions, it's like it's bringing in peace, or you're bringing in peace, or there's something about you giving peace to somebody else or other people when it comes to you stepping into your passions. Because again, with your energy, doves can be significant, or birds, but there's something about you illuminating, or illumination is significant. Your light, shining your light when it comes to your determination. So you're showing up as someone that is very determined when it comes to shining light on certain things, right? And being determined to like climb to the top, okay? It's also something about you being balanced as well. So again, when it comes to your ideation, it's like you're someone who's balanced. That's why you cannot fit in a box or fit in the status quo, because you're not meant to fit in the status quo. You're meant to be your own self. You're meant to be your own individual, when it comes to your uniqueness, and also being able to follow the divine when it comes to spirit, you know, giving you angel numbers or transformations, or like, you know, things that only you know or you see, or like a small group of us can see, but not everybody sees it the same way we see it, right? So there's something about bringing in balance, or you being balanced when it comes to reflection. Okay, you are a reflection as well. Being in reflection could be significant, but also being a mirror to people could be significant. And that's why you guys are going through a death and rebirth, because you are a mirror. And that's another thing too, because you are a mirror, a lot of people project a lot of their issues onto you, whether this is insecurities or not. A lot of people are projecting. Okay, what I mean by this, it's your success. Okay, with passion and success, it's like people are projecting their fears, their traumas, their dramas for their mamas. Okay, like things that you don't do to other people, it's like they're doing it to you. So you could be going through the worst of the worst at this time. Not to say you are, but you could be, like, say you have been through certain things, right? Whether this is in the past, or a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. And it's like, as you're dealing with these things, you've gone into introspection. Like, you've reflected, you've sat within yourself, you went through that dark night of the soul, you went through your spiritual awakening. Okay, there's days where you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, like, end it all. Okay, there's days where you felt happy, there's days where you felt sad. Okay, like, literally everybody goes through the motions. And if somebody says to you like, oh no, I've never felt like this about myself, then they're lying. Because I'm going to be honest with you, nobody's perfect. Okay, we've all had moments and days in our lives where we're just like, I'm done with this, like, I don't want to be here no more, I'm over this. And for some of you, you guys went through so many reflections, so many introspections, so many moments in yourself where you were by yourself. For some of you guys, you were by yourself. For some of you guys, you journaled, you cried, you screamed in your pillow, you know, you were just done. Okay, I don't know whose energy I'm picking up on when it comes to this, but you were just frustrated, you were done, you were over it. Like, I don't know. But with death here, it's almost like you shedding your old self or transmuting your old skin. That is why you're able to move forward with passion, because you've done the inner work. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing right now at this point. It's like, you went and did the inner work. You went and did the work that needed to be done when it came to, you know, transforming and, you know, yeah, magic, stepping into your magic, basically, when it comes to your passion. It's like, you're a magical being, you're a magical source, okay, from the universe, from spirit, right? And the reason why you guys had to go through so many reflections and go through so many dark night of the souls and transformations is because of your passions. It's because of your, you know, your uniqueness. Okay, I had another reading that I did before this one, and unicorns came out. And when you think about unicorns, you think of mystical beings, you think of mystical energy, right? So when it comes to your magic and you stepping into your passion and sprinkling your magic with your passion together, it's like, you reflected as above, so below. You've been there and done that. And that is why a lot of people don't understand you as who you are, because a lot of people like to see within the surface. They don't like to get within here. And it has nothing to just do with in here. It's in here and in here. And some people cannot do both. You are somebody that can integrate both the mind, the soul, and the spirit. And that is why when it comes to the unknown and the unseen, you get along with life and death. Okay, because you have so much respect and so much high regard for the afterlife. And I don't mean like in the afterlife, like thriller or like a scary movie or horror. I mean like your ancestors. And the reason why I say ancestors is because a lot of times people like to be disrespectful, okay, when it comes to the ancestors. I don't care what race you are, I don't care who you are, okay? Like, I'm not gonna go into that argument with people. Ancestors are ancestors. It could be a grandfather, a grandmother, a father figure, a mother figure. It doesn't matter. It's an ancestor. It could be someone that you love dearly that's protecting you. It could be people that you've never met years ago, thousands of years ago, millions of years ago. You know what I'm saying, guys? Before you came here. And for some reason, I feel like a lot of people are very disrespectful, because it's almost like if you resonate with your ancestors, it's like, oh, that's evil. So you resonating with your ancestors is evil, meaning that you shouldn't resonate with your family member. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense to me personally, but it might make sense to the next person. And I'm not going to argue with that person. That's how they think. That's their perspective. But when it comes to the collective and the soul tribe in general, there's something about that with your ancestors, connecting with your ancestors and being involved with them, honoring them, loving on them, giving them gratitude, okay? Yeah, we have pain, right? Right underneath pain, like above pain, sorry, is peace. So it's like you had to go through so many things when it comes to your peace. You had to deal with so much painful, moments or painful, situations, dealing with people, places, and things. It's like people who wanted to like project their insecurities and their fears onto you while you were trying to have peace in your life or have peaceful moments. And it's almost like you literally had to take whatever pain that was, sent your way and try to take that and turn that into something else when it comes to your magic. Even right now, you guys could be dealing with certain things that are painful and you still find peace within yourself regardless of maybe how painful the situation is or how people are trying to cause pain onto you, the collective. Like, even with your energy, it's like you could be the most quietest person, minding your business, going with the flow, doing what the universe tells you to do. And does it get frustrating at times? Of course it does, because say you are following the collective, source's energy, and it's almost like, why do I feel like people are always projecting their issues, their trauma, their pain? You know what I mean? It's like, because you're a reflection, right? So if you guys are transmuting pain into power, that is very significant. We have space, okay? And it's very funny because in my last reading, I did some letters, and the letters that showed up was space. Okay, so in order for you to shine your light in the darkest spaces, this is your energy, okay? You shine your light in the darkest spaces. There's something about boundaries as well, where you may be needing space away from certain people because certain people are causing you pain as well, okay? There's also something about you shining your light or illuminating your light, okay, with like the sun energy showing up here. And it almost feels like people are trying to stop you from shining, okay? But you're still determined because of your comfort. You bring comfort to any situation or any space that you're in. Okay, so if somebody tries to bring pain into your energy or whatever space that you're in, you still show up as someone who brings determination to either you bring, comfort in a space, or there's something about removing yourself and leaving your comfort zone and climbing up that mountain of determination so you can get to where it is that you need to go. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Yeah, we have surrender. Okay, this card wanted to fly out here. So some of you guys, like I said, when it comes to reflection and balance, you guys have surrendered when it comes to the divine, okay? There's something about you surrendering when it comes to your gifts. So sweetness. Now, you guys could have a sweet tooth, but sweetness is very significant when it comes to your energy, your personality. That could be also with death as well. Some of you guys could have reflected a lot of things and you guys could have let go of that energy as well. Like, you may be a sweet person, but you're not stupid, Like, you're not stupid. You know when to be kind, you know when to be, caring to certain people, but you know also when to cut that off, okay? Yeah, rejection. All right, guys, there's something about you rejecting someone's energy, and that's what's bringing in peace. Like I said, when it comes to peace being above pain, with the two cards being like this, there's something about you when it comes to your energy. You want peace in your life. You want to be in a peaceful, energy. And there's always somebody trying to bring in pain or drama or trauma. That is their issue, okay? They are unhealed. They need to sit down with themselves and heal whatever wound it is that they have. Because if you have certain placements in your chart, you're always going to trigger something in someone else's energy, okay? When it comes to water signs, it's mother wounds, okay? When it comes to like masculine energy, so say for example like fire sign energy, when it comes to like taking action and things like that, that's father wounds, okay? When it comes to earth energy, there's something about being grounded. Somebody could like maybe have grown up in a household that was chaotic, and then here you come with your earth placements, just zen, and that pisses people off, okay? You're an air sign, you know how to communicate you know how to communicate properly, but it's not just about communication either. It's about the intellect, the mind as well. So people sometimes feel like, you don't see certain things or you don't know certain things and you see it, right? Or there's something about, you could be dealing with someone in your energy who's not healed. Doesn't matter what placements they have. And it's like they think they can get one over you, or they, it just goes over your head. No. You see something. You rejected whoever this is. You're now stepping into a peaceful energy because whoever you rejected, they could be angry. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad. Too sad. Okay. When it rains, it pours. Okay. So again, rejection and anger is significant. You could have rejected someone's, energy, and this person could be angry because they see your light is shining and illuminating. They could also be angry because you rejected them, but not only that, even in the dark, you saw what they were trying to do when it comes to their disruptions, right? Like you could have disrupted the energy because you stopped a pattern, or this could be them trying to disrupt you when it comes to your illumination and determination, when it comes to your comfort. It's like, when someone knows that you're peaceful, they know that you just want to be chill and quiet, and then they come with their nonsense. It's like a grown toddler. And like, I have nothing against little kids. Like, kids are amazing, especially toddlers. I have nothing against them. But when a toddler knows better because the mom and the dad taught them, like, hey, don't do this. It's like dealing with a grown adult acting like a toddler or a teenager. And it's almost like, you could be an adult too. Like, you could be a young adult, or you could be even younger, like as young as like 15 or 16 or 18, 20, whatever. And you could be dealing with a grown baby. I'm like literally a grown baby. Okay, someone who's older than you, who should know better, who should teach you better, who should guide you, do all that stuff, especially if it's a masculine energy. But the illumination showing up here, you could be also a feminine, or a masculine, doesn't matter, right? But you could be dealing with a grown baby and literally like looking at this person like, are you for real right now? Like, you have been on this earth for so long, and this is the energy you want to bring to me, and you guys rejected that. So because you rejected that, it's almost like this, woe is me, okay? Fear at the bottom of the deck. Like, this person may have fear because you rejected them, okay? And also when it comes to disruption, it's like they try to disrupt you. Yeah, we have caution. It's like you're very cautious about this energy, and you're not surrendering. And that's also the thing. It's like you could be surrendering to certain things, but this person tried to make you fit into something that you don't want to be in. It's like, when you try to force someone to fit into like a circle, a square into a circle is significant. It's like this person tried to force you to fit in, and you're like, hell no. Because you're happy. Okay, it's like while they're rejected and angry and feeling like they did something special by trying to disrupt your energy, you're happy. You're happy, you're go-lucky, you're like, going with the flow. Okay, we have protection at the bottom of the deck too, so you're happy. Like, you're not dealing with whoever this energy is. Okay, it's like you're happy, and whoever was trying to bring this energy to you, they could have tried to bring anxiety in your energy. And you guys know what happens when people try to bring trauma and anxiety and drama in your life. It goes right back to them. Okay, it's almost like a return to sender without having to do the spell work. Okay, because you are not focusing on this person's energy, whatever disruptions they try to bring into your life, you are also reflecting that on that person. Okay, like that is bouncing right back off onto them. So if they try to give you anxiety, they have anxiety now. If they try to make you angry, they're angry right now. Okay, if they try to force you to fit in where you didn't care to fit in, they're frustrated right now because of that. Okay, like you don't care to fit in. You are who you are, and you're authentic about that. Everybody knows that. We have rest. Okay, like you just gave something a rest. Okay, there's something about sleeping in or resting more, or there's something about someone else's energy that's restless. So when it comes to you being cautious about your energy too, there's something about dreams that are significant. Maybe you guys are restless, or this person's energy is restless because they're frustrated because you're happy. Yeah, we have consciousness. That's also why I said that, because there's something about your consciousness and you being happy because you love yourself. Okay, love energy, heart chakra, you love yourself, you're abundant, you attract abundance. Whether people like you or not, you attract abundance, right? Because guess who's facing their fears? You. You face your fears no matter what, right? And also abundance can be significant when it comes to dealing with certain people, because you're stepping into the unknown, and it's almost like these people don't want to step into the unknown because of your intuition. Yeah, someone has a fear of you rejecting them, but you've already rejected them, and that fear is coming to light because guess what? You trusted your intuition. You trusted your intuition, and your strength is significant. Okay, you're a strong person, whoever I'm talking to, because if you're in a living situation, like say you guys dealt with certain things and you moved on, but this this could be you doing like a living situation with other people, and it's like other people trying to like cause trauma and drama in your life, and you're just like, oh no, like you can be alone in this negative low vibrational energy, but you're not bringing me around, okay? Especially if you're trying to create something new. Like take a notice about that too, collective. When you guys are stepping into a new pathway or a new opportunity in life, you will always see that people will try to disrupt your peace. I'm telling you, like as you guys are getting closer and closer to like what it is that you guys desire, you guys will always be disrupted. Yeah, home is significant with the number 10. So there's something about matters in a home with the 10th house or 10, angel number 1010, okay, when it comes to like endings and beginnings. So there's something about you leaving something behind, feeling whole within yourself. So if this is a home situation, it's like with or without these people, you feel whole, okay? We have nature spirit. So some of you guys could be getting into nature a little bit more, okay, with the number 12. So choices that you guys are making right now, connecting with nature, okay, being connected with nature. We have the new moon. Okay, so angel number 9, okay, this is about completing a cycle, okay, so 4 and 5 talks about stability, foundations, okay, 5 talks about change, exploration, okay, so that could be confirmation as well for some of you, but there's something about you being connected to nature and grounding yourself. And like I said, if you're a grounded person, there's something about your energy that's deflecting something, and it's going right back to whoever this individual was. Like they really thought they were doing something special by trying to antagonize the collective. And it's like karma works in such mysterious ways. Like you can try all you want, but it ain't gonna work, okay? It ain't gonna work. Yeah, earth energy. What did I say? Okay, 11. Intuition, awakening, okay, spiritual knowing, past life energy with the number 14. Okay, some of you guys, this is like a karmic connection, or like past life energy could be significant. Like, you know, when someone's energy feels familiar and you're like, I know this person, even though you don't know them, you know them, you know their behavior, you know their patterns, you know something is, you know, it's off. Okay, so 14, okay, 1 and 4 equals 5. So you guys are seeing something for what it really is when it comes to this connection or this energy. They tried it. I don't know who this is, but they really tried it. Okay, take what resonates with it, but they really tried it. This could be a karmic energy too, like with matters of the home. This could have been a family member, okay? Yeah, we have courage. So you guys are not, you don't care. You're facing your fears and you're stepping into courage at this time with the number 37, okay? Even angel number 10 again is significant. 3 talks about self-expression. 7 is also talking about intuitive and analytical knowing, okay? We have talisman. So keys are significant with the number 31. 3 and 1 is 4. Some of you guys could be finding keys. This could be old keys. This could be also a new key to like a new home, or just opening up doors to opportunities, like new opportunities and new things. That could be confirmation as well for some of you. So take what resonates in that sense. But yeah, you're definitely not playing games. Like you guys are opening up new doors when it comes to like, you know, opportunities, new things, new pathways, and you're not sitting in the past. Whoever this is wants you to stay in the past, and they're angry about that because you're not following their lead. Basically, you know the song Follow the Leader? Follow the leader, that song? Like that, right? It's like they want you to be like, I love soca, I love so, like literally they want you to repeat what they're doing, and you're like, no. Like, no, I'm not doing that. And because you said no, it's almost like, well, damn, why don't they follow what I do? I have authority. I'm the parent, I'm the guardian, I'm the this, I'm the that, I'm the one that has the hammer, and I say whatever I say goes. And like, no, not whatever you say goes. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. And if you feel like in your heart something does not sit with you or doesn't resonate with you, guess what? You don't have to do it. And that's some people's problems. They're mad because you have authority of your own life and you can speak up and say what you need to say, okay? Magic also wanted to show up not only once but twice, okay, with the number 3. So there's something about you creating something and stepping into your own magic. That's your courage right now. I'm going to get another card or two because now I'm at 24 minutes. Okay. Yep. We have Divine Feminine. Okay. That wanted to show up. So yeah, Divine Feminine. Okay. Wanted to show up with the number 6. Okay. And then we also have Growth. You guys are going through some type of, you know, period of growth or growth spurt. Okay. When it comes to like your skills and talents with the number 15. And then we have Power. with the number 46. So there is something about you guys when it comes to you stepping into your power and being grounded. That's why this person is mad, okay? Because you attract no matter what it is. There's something about change and you attracting because you are grounded. And what did I say about guides? I mentioned this also. I said something about your spirit guides, whether this is your ancestors or whoever you are connected with on a soul, heavy, deep, emotional, spiritual level. They're protecting you with the number 7 and fire energy. So this could be a fire sign. You could be a fire sign or have fire placements. And then we also have friendship as well. That's significant, okay? So I'm going to end it here. All right, guys. I hope this resonates with who it needed to. This is the last reading, like I said, for today. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Be safe, you guys. Have fun if you guys are going anywhere special or, you know, doing anything this weekend, because it is a long weekend for people living in the States. Canada already had their long weekend. I know some people don't celebrate it because of, you know, historical things and political reasons. So I don't want to argue with nobody. I'm not getting into that. I just hope and pray that you guys have a safe weekend. Okay, you guys have fun. If you guys have a day off, enjoy yourselves, have discernment, be careful as well, because as you guys know, there's so much crazy things that are happening out there. So please, please, please be careful and protect yourselves. And, you know, if you feel like something is off and it's time for you to go home, then go home, okay? Not everything needs to be done outside. Not everybody has to know what you're doing. Nobody needs to be in your business, okay? Sometimes it's okay to stay home sometimes and just relax. So if you guys are doing anything, please be safe, all right? And I genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. If it's not a long weekend for you and you guys are just chilling and it's just a weekend that you're just, you know, before you go back to work on Monday, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend as well. If you have kids, I hope the kids and the family and everybody does well, all right, guys? But yeah. Thank you guys for those who support me as well. Support my channel, my page, my website, even if, you know, even if it doesn't last forever, right? Because again, like I said, I'm very practical. Like if it's working, it's working. And if it's not, it's not. You got to cut it off, okay? So I'm not really like one of those people. Like I go with the flow. So for those who do support my channel, like my TikTok and YouTube, like reposting, liking, sharing, that kind of stuff, I appreciate you guys wholeheartedly. I even appreciate the people that have been rocking with me from day one, or just even newer people that just came across my page. I appreciate you guys as well, because like I said, you know, a little bit goes a long way. So I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I know we are all busy people. We have lives. Some of you guys have kids, school, you know, work, whatever it is that you have that takes up a lot of your time. And the fact that you sit down and take time to either watch my videos or listen to my videos, even just watching the whole thing through, I love you guys and I support you guys, and I hope and pray to God one day that, or even to source or universe, whoever, I just pray that one day that I'm going to be able to give back to my community, whatever community that is that I'm building right now. I hope one day and I pray one day that I'm able to do that, because obviously, you know, gratitude is, I don't know, it's like the highest form of like appreciation for me, you know, like it doesn't have to be money per se. It's just the respect and also the love that's shown and shared. And, you know, obviously whatever energy that I'm giving out to you guys, obviously that if I get that back, that just shows, you know. So I just want to say thank you guys, and let me stop babbling. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reading, and thank you guys. All right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.